Before we get started, please open up the Google form by clicking on the link in the description below.
Hi everyone, so this is the first video of the argument persuasive writing part of our unit. The purpose of argument persuasive writing is to change the reader's point of view, to bring about some action on the reader's part, or to ask the reader to accept the writer's explanation or evaluation of a concept, issue, or problem. And so in this case, the concept, issue, or problem is going to be related to the essay prompt, any of the concepts that are involved in that essay prompt, and the respective book that you read if you're a sophomore or a junior. So we're going to get started off with the introductory paragraph. And what I want you to know is this is a paragraph symbol. This may look a little different based off of the font that you're used to seeing. Sometimes when I write it on the board, I actually write it backwards like a letter P, but you're going to see the shorthand to kind of make space on the slides instead of writing paragraph every single time. So the introduction video is going to be broken up into 5 different sections. First, we're going to start off with what are the 3 important questions that an introduction answers. We're going to move into the requirements that make up an introduction, and then we're going to go in depth and go through kind of each explanation of those requirements and not necessarily just look at this list and do it. Then we're going to talk about a thesis statement and how to create an effective one that might be a little bit different when it comes to argument writing. And then lastly, we're going to get into the 3 types of appeals. And these 3 types of appeals are typically used as persuasive methods in writing, in the media, and we'll talk about other examples. So the introduction answers 3 important questions. What is this? What do you want me to do as the reader? And why am I reading it? So for number 1, what is this? The introduction is providing context to the book. So this could be setting, time, place, characters, location, especially if it's based on a true story or even if it's a fictional one. You want to tell your reader, especially if they've never read this book before, pretty much summarizing what is this book about. Number 2, what do you want me to do as the reader? So you're stating and explaining themes, main ideas, key conflicts that are related to your essay prompt, or in this case, the argument. And number 3, why am I reading it? This is where you're stating the point of the paper. You're stating your thesis statement. This lays out the direction that your paper is going to take. So now let's move on to number 2, the introduction requirements. We're going to look at a checklist of things that make up the introduction paragraph, and then after that we're going to go in depth into explaining how you write all of these moving parts. So you're going to answer those 3 questions from earlier through this checklist. You're going to include the author and title, some background info, themes and key conflicts, and a thesis statement.